and welcome to Fallout 2. I am finally sitting down and we are getting to the sequel after finishing the original game not too long ago, but I've been eagerly awaiting, as have many of you, for this game to begin. I loved the first game. It was so much fun. If you're new here and this game has brought you here, I have played the original Fallout on the channel, so feel free to go and check that one out. It was an absolute blast, had a great time with it, and was very impressed with a lot of the systems in that game as well, where I was like, why hasn't this been built upon and improved in like modern gaming? It was really bizarre. But it's really cool to go back to a previous era of gaming and get like impressed with stuff that's going on. It's really, really enjoyable. So we're going to jump in and start a new game in the highly anticipated sequel to Fallout 2. Let's start a new game. And we have character selection jumping into this one. Narg, Mingan, and Chitsa. Okay. Very interesting. This feels quite tribal in comparison to the vault-dwelling characters of the first game. Narg has exceptional physique, and that's made him one of the best hunters in the tribe. Narg's first and usually only impulse is to crush anything that he can't figure out. Narg has become quite adept at crushing and slicing and dicing. Narg would like to prove his worthiness to lead the tribe, and he'll let nothing stand in his way. Okay, this is cool. We're starting out in a very different way from the first game. Very cool. We will be making our own character, as we did in the previous game. I haven't really decided what type of character we're going to make, so we'll figure that one out together. And before we dive into the main game as well, I will state that I'm playing with a restoration mod of the game, I believe. Now, with Fallout 1, we played a very vanilla version of it, I believe, because I was playing through Xbox Game Pass on PC, and I couldn't really mess with those files at all. But I also think that game on Game Pass had some sort of inherent quality of life fixes to it anyway, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. But I've picked up the classic Fallout games on a Steam sale a little while ago, so that's a little more easy to mess with, and there is sort of some quality of life fixes, improvements, and that sort of thing. So I'll just put that disclaimer before we jump in. Mingan's story. Mingan's whisper, soft tread, and acquisitive fingers have always aided his natural curiosity. Several years ago, the tribe decided that Mingan's talents would be best used on someone else. Since then, Mingan has been the tribe's most accomplished scout. However, the tents of nearby tribes provide little challenge these days. It's time to scout farther afield. And Chitsa's story. Chitsa has always been able to convince others to do things her way. Her winning personality and stunning good looks have often caused others to underestimate the tribe's best trader. In the course of her frequent journeys, Chitsa has learned to deal with the perils of traveling the wastes. Now the tribe needs help, and new paths beckon to Chitsa. Alright, well, let's create a character. So let's see what's going on. We actually have a race. We have 3 races to choose from. You can be default, which feels like a very interesting way to write it. You are the generic default dude. You come from a long line of generic default dudes. You can be a person of color. You are the generic black dude, but generic. But black. Okay, this is written very interestingly, and you can also be Indian. Your weathered face and bronze skin show that you are a true child of the wasteland. Even your tribal friends call you the tribal. Very interesting. We're going to be the default generic dude. So that's new, because that was not in the previous game. Now, last time we played, I'm trying to remember our stats actually of what we played. I think we were quite high in agility, charisma, and somewhat intelligent. Because I believe agility is kind of referred to how much we're able to really move around as a character, which was, it felt very, very important for this sort of way that the game is played, because it's all about your action points so much more than the Bethesda games. So I think I want to play a different type of character than the previous one. I was very much sort of doing my usual approach with the previous game, which was like, I want to focus on like having my lockpick stuff being good and all of that kind of thing. I also don't know what type of weaponry we're going to go with here. Like, we already have a base stat of 40% on melee weapons, actually. We can bump that up to 60. I'm almost tempted to be sort of like big Oonga Boonga club, just with the melee weapons already being at 40, and really kind of, I guess, backing up our tribal backstory here. We can run with a melee weapon specialization, or we can at least try and be like, what if we make it even just, we go straight for like sci-fi caveman, actually. And we go, I have discovered laser gun. So we could go for that. And our unarmed is already at 50. We could just throw hands with everyone. That would be quite funny. We didn't really get to explore with energy weapons much in the first game because we had a small gun specialization. But let's just... Oh, man. Let's go unarmed. Let's just bump unarmed to 70%. Let's also be unexpectedly quite good with our speech. We're going to be like the one that throws hands both physically and verbally. And I would also like to give us a scientific tribesman. I think healing is important. Doctor is healing of major wounds and crippled limbs, and first aid is the general healing skill. So I think we're going to go for a first aid. This is going to be a little bit different. This is very unique for me. Oh, actually, repair is very low. Repair was really, really useful in the first game, though. That's the thing. Like, there was a lot of things to repair. I'm just trying to think about how these skills really help stuff in the story. It's so different to the Bethesda versions. I wonder how useful Outdoorsman is. I feel like with what I'm doing, this is the least optimal. Because obviously everyone's going to have their idea of this is the most optimal way to play, the best way to play. And this is a blind playthrough. This is all about having a natural experience. Going with like something that can be a little bit fun. And I would assume that, you know, we'd still be able to make it through the game regardless of what we pick. And we can always level up some stuff. But hey, if we get to a point where we get stuck because we literally did the worst thing possible to our character, we will adapt and overcome. We'll figure it out. But let's do first aid. So unarmed first aid speech. We're going to be quite strong. We're not going to be super lucky or intelligent. I'm going to drop the intelligence down a little bit, but we will be charismatic and agile, right? So I feel like we should be quite strong, a decent charisma, maybe drop the intelligence a little bit. It modifies the number of new skill points per level, dialogue options, and many skills. But I do love my dialogue, and that's quite hard. I feel like we should have good endurance for this type of character. Maybe drop our perception a little bit. We should have, like... I'm going to have excellent agility. So we'll put that at 9. Our luck will influence events and situations. So poor luck could be very interesting for us. So we can have like two that are quite high, one that's low, poor. We can have a fair intelligence. And then we're going to be quite charismatic. That's what we're going for. So we've got a 7, 8, 9. We've got a 3, 4, 4, and a 5. Optional traits describe our character in more detail. All traits will have positive and negative effects, and we can choose up to 2. Now, last time I believe we had one of these. It was either gifted or skilled, and we also had... What else did we have, actually? I think it might have been... I cannot remember. Maybe good-natured. I'm trying to remember what it was. But we have metabolic rate being twice the normal rate. Much less resistance to radiation and poison, but we heal faster. We're a little slower, but a little bigger. We may not hit as often, but when they feel it, they will feel it when you do. So our action points are lowered, but our strength is increased. That puts us up to 10 strength. Small frame, not quite as big as the other villagers, but that never slowed us down. So that will increase our agility. But our carry weight is significantly reduced. One of your hands is very dominant. Single-handed weapons, but two-handed weapons cause a problem. Our finesse. Your attacks show a lot of finesse. You don't do as much damage, but you cause more critical hits. Oh, I think I might have had finesse. Maybe. By not paying attention to any threats, you can act a lot faster in a turn. This lowers your armor class to just what you are wearing, but you sequence much faster in a combat turn. Interesting. That's kind of cool. Heavy-handed, swing harder, not better. Your attacks are very brutal but lack finesse. You rarely cause a good critical, but you always do more melee damage. Heavy-handed might be quite good to couple with unarmed, being at 84, because we've bumped it up with these skills now. Fast shot. We don't have time to aim for a targeted attack because you attack faster than normal people. It costs you 1 less action point for guns and thrown weapons. So this one is quite interesting because we rarely cause critical hits, but we always do more melee damage. I feel like just a base level always doing more damage feels like a bit of a decent trade-off. Bloody Mess is amazing. We love that. The good thing is that everyone around you has more critical failures, so Jinxed is great, but the bad thing is so do you. Good-natured. You studied less combative skills as you were growing up. Drug-reliant, easily influenced by drugs. Not as easily influenced by drugs. We have sex appeal. You've got the right stuff. Members of the opposite sex are attracted to you, but those of the same sex tend to become quite jealous. Skilled is since you spent more time improving your skills than a normal person, you gain 5 additional skill points per level. The trade-off is that you do not gain as many extra abilities. You gain a perk every 4 levels. Now, I think we might have had skilled, because I remember us getting a lot of skills, but not a lot of perks in my original playthrough, and gifted is the opposite, it looks like. You have more innate abilities than most, so you have not spent as much time honing your skills. Your primary stats are each +1, but you lose -10% on all skills to start and receive 5 less skill points per level, which seems like a very massive loss on the skill front. So I think we're going to go with heavy-handed, and then I would like to go with... I'm almost tempted to do heavy-handed and kamikaze. So we act faster, our armor class is lowered, turn ourselves into a goddamn glass cannon. We sequence faster, and we're just running around just punching people in the face. I feel like this is an opportunity for me to create a fun character, not so much an optimized, this is the best character. It drops our armor class to a 0 because obviously it is based on only what we're wearing. So I feel like this will be one that will get better over time as we are able to wear better gear instead of being naked. Our sequence goes up 5. I don't know. We get a 10% critical chance increase if we pick finesse. Bruiser takes down our action points by 2, our melee damage by 9, but does increase our carry weight by 50 or so. Heavy-handed Bruiser, which is you may not hit as often. And then this one is also your attacks are very brutal. I also wonder. So Bruiser is just a straight up like 2 strength increase. Let's name our character. No prizes for guessing, and then we'll make ourselves age accurate. And I feel like this is decent. I can't pick my second one. I feel like just being sex appeal would be so funny. Gaining a perk every 4 levels. Honestly, when I look at skilled, I always just feel like it feels better than gifted. But gifted giving us +1 extra on everything here. Lose 10% on all skills, which is pretty brutal. And 5 less skill points per level. I might be heavy-handed and gifted. I think we're going to go with gifted this time. We get an increase on our armor class, our action points, our carry weight, our melee damage, our resistances, our sequence, just everything. This all is an increase. This all goes up. Our unarmed is still 78%. And we can just try and tech into some of the lower skills, but this will be interesting to say the least. We'll trial it. We'll see how we go. But we're hitting a 10 agility, a 9 strength, average perception, good endurance, great charisma, average intelligence. I might even drop the intelligence a little bit more. You know what? Actually, no. I'm going to keep that average because I'm already taking a hit to skill points in general. So I feel like I'll do that. And then options. Yeah, let's save that. Let's save that as throwing hands. Oh, I can't name it a lot. We're going to name it hands because you will catch them. There you go. And done.
Come in, Chosen One. There are things you must know. The village is dying. The signs are everywhere. Withering crops. Dying Brahmin. Sick children. There is hope, however. A slim hope that few know of. The old discs speak of an item called the Garden of Eden Creation Kit. It is said it can bring life to the wasteland.
Dude, the gecko. The Gek, what is it called? I know about this thing.
This will be your quest, if you prove yourself worthy. For that proof, you must first journey to the Temple of Trials. If you survive, come back to me. We will talk more. Our life is in your hands, Chosen One. Prove yourself. Find the Gek. Be our salvation.
Yes, alright, we're a chosen one. Wow, okay. The Gek. What is the Gek? Is that in Fallout 3 or New Vegas? I can't remember. The Garden of Eden Creation Kit. I remember that. That's so cool. I feel like that's Fallout 3. Cool. All right. Look at this detail in this environment. The temple trials awaits. I wonder... We're going to save the game because I do wonder if there's supposed to be a war never changes introduction. So that might be this. So we're going to play the intro. Now, disclaimer, the intro for the very first Fallout game that we played, it got copyrighted because while the music is very, very old, it still has a 100-year lifespan of copyright. So it still gets claimed on the channel, sadly. So if this one has any music and it becomes muted, that is the explanation for that one, because YouTube is so good at that thing. So we're going to play an intro. It's most likely going to play older music, which I love. I'll hear it. But it'll probably end up getting muted. Let's see if this is a War Never Changes intro. Oh, cool. Okay. Then it ends with the vault emergency opening. Cool. The Brotherhood. Wow. Okay, that's standard Brotherhood behavior. Holy shit. Okay. Hi.
War never changes.
There it is.
The end of the world occurred pretty much as we had predicted. Too many humans, not enough space or resources to go around. The details are trivial and pointless. The reasons, as always, purely human ones. The Earth was nearly wiped clean of life. A great cleansing, an atomic spark struck by human hands, quickly raged out of control. Spears of nuclear fire rained from the skies. Continents were swallowed in flames and fell beneath the boiling oceans. Humanity was almost extinguished, their spirits becoming part of the background radiation that blanketed the Earth. A quiet darkness fell across the planet, lasting many years. Few survived the devastation. Some had been fortunate enough to reach safety, taking shelter in great underground vaults. When the great darkness passed, these vaults opened, and their inhabitants emerged to begin their lives again. One of the northern tribes claims they are descended from one such vault. They hold that their founder and ancestor, one known as the Vault Dweller, once saved the world from a great evil. According to their legend, this evil arose in the far south. It corrupted all it touched, twisting men inside, turning them into beasts. Only through the bravery of this vault dweller was the evil destroyed. But in so doing, he lost many of his friends and suffered greatly, sacrificing much of himself to save the world. When at last he returned to the home he had fought so hard to protect, he was cast out, exiled. In confronting that which they feared, he had become something else in their eyes, and no longer their champion. Forsaken by his people, he strode into the wasteland. He traveled far to the north, until he came to the Great Canyons. There he founded a small village, Arroyo, where he lived out the rest of his years. And so, for a generation since its founding, Arroyo has lived in peace, its canyons sheltering it from the outside world. It is home. Your home. But the scars left by the war have not yet healed, and the Earth has not forgotten.
That is so cool. It's like a direct sequel, but there's been a really big time skip. Amazing. I thought it might be sort of just its own separate thing, doing its own thing, but it's actually a continuation. So the Vault Dweller, when he's cast out, does his sad little walk away, establishes a village. That's really cool. And then they worship his clothes, his little Vault Dweller outfit. Amazing. All right, let's load our game. We're at the Arroyo Temple entrance, and now we can actually play the game. Wonderful. So there was the War Never Changes intro, and as expected, the Brotherhood of Steel are doing scumbag activities. They're like, hi guys, it's just massacres an entire family emerging from the vault. Classic. Okay. This is great. Love this. Love this music. Shall we talk to this person? Good day to you, Apocalypse. You have not completed the trial of the Elder and may not pass. I have some questions for you. Forgive me, but I have no answers to your questions. Take the trial set before you by the Elder and prove yourself worthy to lead our people. Very well. Oh no, it didn't look like there was an option to do the, typing. Have they gotten rid of that in the sequel already? I was excited to see them expand on that. If there's anything that Fallout does well, by the way, it's the goddamn music. The music in the first game was so cool. Very cool, ambient tracks that really set the mood. I need to go back to the village. Forgive me, Apocalypse, but I cannot allow you to pass. If you wish to return to the village, you may do so only by passing the trial set before you. I could kick your ass and just walk out of here. Two people working together can move the obelisk that blocks the path. Alone, you would fail. I have no intention of helping you until you pass the trial of the Elder. I get the picture. Amazing. Unstoppable force meets a movable object. Alright, let's go into the temple. Okay, let's take a look. You see a giant ant. You are in a dark, musty temple. The shadows seem to play tricks with your eyes, and you can hear the faint sound of movement. Alright, we're in combat, baby. Time to throw some strong punches, because I don't think we have anything else. Actually, that's a lie. We have a spear, but our hands are better, I believe. Spear, damage 3 to 18. We can do 4 to 13 with our hands. So, you know what? Actually, I teched all into unarmed, and this spear does more. Unbelievable. Fine. Spear it is, and we can thrust. Damn, so I only have 6 action points. Looks like I can have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14... I have 16 action points. Okay. The temple foyer. The temple foyer. Unarmed being at 78 is amazing. That melee weapons is even more. Love that so much, especially with heavy-handed. Pip-Boy, not available in combat. You know what? I'm going to commit to the hands. Let's attack. What type of stuff do we have? We have a, what's that? That's like going for the critical version. Oh god, I'm gonna have to readjust to playing this game, aren't I? I'm gonna have to, like, remember that all of my movements cost my points. So hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10 action points to start, actually. Not bad. I need to get in range. And then I need to punch this bastard. Alright, here we go. We're gonna punch it. Punch this ant in the metathorax. Ugh! That's a dead ant, baby. Hit in the metathorax for 6 points and was killed. Alright, you want to throw hands, ant? The abdomen! Oh yeah! I missed. Go again. In the metathorax. Ah. And then I'll end my turn. Set, land, and pass. The abdomen again. Nice. That's a dead ant. Victory is mine. How about that? First game was take out a bunch of rats. Now it's take out a bunch of ants. He looks dead. What is does the ant have anything on it? That's me. You see a door. Let's open this bad boy up. This one looks like it's a giant pit in the floor. What is this? You see a floor depression. Okay. Oh no, it's a rad scorpion, but a tiny one. Shit. Alright, let's throw hands with the rad scorpions. Target's out of range. God damn it. I'm gonna have to get up close and personal. Punch it in the brain! Go for the smart thing! Hiya! 8 hit points. Pass turn. Ow! I'm gonna get poisoned. I can feel it. Brain! I missed? Brain again! No. I'm supposed to be good with my hands. Come on. Pass turn. Where's my hit points? 27? This is fine. Brain! Oh no. Carapace! Stop missing! No! This is going swimmingly. I'm feeling good. They're both missing. I'm missing. We're all missing. Brain! There you go. When in doubt, go for the brain. Brain! Ah! Ah, there we go. I knew the poison would come. Fuck you, brain! Okay. Oonga boonga. Oh, we can fashion our antidotes out of these, right? I don't have enough action points. Get out of combat, will you? Give me these tails. Someone will make an antidote for me. Because I don't think you can do it as is. Severed tail of a small rad scorpion. What is that? A pot. You reckon we can investigate the pot? There is more rad scorpions. Oh, and ants. Metathorax. That's a dead ant. Alright. I don't think I have a... How sneaky am I? I'm, very sneaky. Oh, hang on. Okay, yep, sneaking works. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, ready? 25% sneak, 2 ants in a room. This is gonna be easy. Ah, discovered by the ants! Who would have thought? Thank you for approaching me. Metathorax! And the abdomen! Kick him in the balls! Ants don't have those. well, look. Okay. I was out of combat. Ah! I'm still poisoned, but we're doing well. Abdomen. Metathorax. Maybe I should just try and swing my normal punches and see what happens. Let's go for just normal punches. 4 hit points. Alright, well, if I do just normal strong punches, I can at least get 3 hits in per turn instead of 2. What's in the pot? I searched the pot. What is this? Ooh, I have healing powder, a very powerful healing magic, though it will bring the feeling of sleep to your head. May induce drowsiness. Wonderful. Alright, we don't need to sneak anymore. Get out of here. We don't need to sneak. Run, boy, run. Let us complete this trial of the temple. What's going on in here? Is that a lever? Nope, those are bones. A burning brazier. Alright, hold on. What's over here? Sneak. What is this? Oh, nothing. Just the brazier. Alright, let's go around the scorpions. Go around. You got this. Let's go and investigate this pile of bones, baby. Top tier loot right now. Ah! Surprise scorpion! And I've been poisoned a second time. Okay. I've been doubly poisoned. Hey-ya! 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 Okay, come on, man. Get at least two hits per turn. Hey-ya! There we go. Okay, in combat. Alright, keep the sneak up, baby. Right, I'm gonna wait for this we gotta wait for this rad scorpion to move, dude. Ah, I've been spotted. Perfect stealth. That's a dead red scorpion, baby. Let's go. Ain't got nothing on me, Mr. Poisoned. Right, what's in the bones? Be something good. I guess I can maybe sell that. We have another spear. Actually, I should try the spear, shouldn't I? We should try the spear and see how good it is at slaying enemies. Let's try it on this red scorpion. 6 to 15 is no item, and spear's 3 to 18. Alright, we've got a thrust. Oh god, hang on, there's a thrust and a throw. We can throw the spear. I wonder if you can retrieve the spear after the throw. We may as well thrust because with a critical, because that allows us to get 2 hits. Except for when you need to expel points to move. Okay. Yeah! 45%, so we have a much less chance to hit. But we did straight up go for 18 and kill it. Lesson learned. What's the point in making yourself an unarmed fighter when the spear is king, apparently? The door appears to be locked. Oh, how dare you. Okay, wait. That means there's got to be a switch somewhere, right? This is why I specifically looked at the other rooms. The door appears to be locked. Can I use lockpicking? Oh, nice. I definitely picked the lock on the door. Perfect. I was like, maybe I need to get a key or find a lever or something. Lockpicking tribesman. Let's go. It feels great starting this game, actually, because when we first started the first Fallout game, it was a lot of like, what do we do? How do we arrange things? How does the game work? You know, because it was very, very new to me. Oh shit, I see a raised plate. Okay. I just almost ran through a potential trap room. Okay, you see a raised plate a lot of times. Yeah, we didn't really have anything idea what was going on, and then the game was very much like, you need to at least have like the game manual with you. It's a good idea to do multiple save files, you know, like it's a good idea to do this. And now we get to play the sequel. We know how things work. We know how to interact with the UI and all of that stuff. So it's a much more of a fun beginning. Now, raised plate. I feel like, is this going to be a trap room? I'm just going to walk around the edges just to be safe. What is this? That barely stands out. A raised stone plate. Okay, should I step on it? Fuck's sake. You trigger the chat and narrowly avoid the projectile shot from the wall. Okay, there we go. Confirmed! There's our raised plates. Okay, I see them. Ah! I narrowly avoided the projectile. I'm pretty good at this. We can pick up the projectiles that get shot. How nice is that? Got a sharpened pole. 2 to 12 on that one. Where's the other projectile that I missed? Maybe I should be walking right now. I'm not sure how to... Oh, there it is. I can press shift to highlight interactable objects. And I can hold shift to also walk, so I can be a little more careful with the raised plates and not trigger the traps. It's a little hard to see when it does this to me. One step at a time. I'm gonna go for the throw. 25%. Not good. I'm gonna cancel what I just said I would do. I've changed my mind, and we are going to approach, and I'm going to do a thrust. 45% in the brain! Okay. That was probably to be expected. I'm gonna die. Maybe. Yeah, this is gonna be an issue for sure. I don't even have a really good option here. Oh, nice. The carapace, 13 hit points and was killed. And this scorpion missed. You know what? Maybe the brain is outdated. Oh, God. Poisoned again! Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Alright. We're gonna have to go with this sleepy healing powder. It's gonna make my head hurt. Use it. I gained 14 hit points, but I lost 1 perception? That's temporary, right? I love that we have reputation. How do I look at my perception? How do I look at my debuffs? Alright, I've healed, but I need to win. This is a problem. Oh, that wasn't even a kill. How dare you? Alright, hang on. I need to switch to my... How do I switch weapons? It's that one. Strong kick? I can kick my enemies? Oh, I've got a kick. Okay. Hey-ya! Oh, that's fucking cool. Wait, I've got a kick. Hold the phone. Is that what my second item automatically is? Wait. Whoa. Okay. I've got a punch and a kick. I can kick my enemies. That's exciting. So our second unarmed slot is automatically a thing. Amazing. Okay, now I'm not wearing the Pip-Boy, of course not. My perception has been lowered. I'm assuming that's temporary, right? It'll come back? Will it come back? It was a temporary lowering of perception? for having that healing powder. Because now I'm scared to ingest the second round of healing powder that we've just picked up. I would assume that my perception will return to me. I'm just currently a little bit sleepy. Okay, more raised plates. Look at this. Nothing out of the ordinary. I don't know about that. What is this? See, a chasm. Great. There's a bunch of ants here. I'm gonna have to get into combat. Approach me, ant, and I will kick you. In the metathorax. Nah, the abdomen. Kick him in the abdomen. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna kick all of my enemies. For sure. Abdomen. How dare you miss, dude? Come on. Do me proud. Abdomen kick. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's search this pot. Goddamn ants. They want a piece of this? You want some of this smoke? Abdomen. Exactly. I didn't think so. I don't have enough action points. Well, now I do. What's in here? What is that? Plastic explosives in an ancient temple. Okay. I feel like that is intentional. I'm gonna be blowing up a door. Alright. Charge! Oh, I love how the one time I charge in, it doesn't enter combat immediately. I have an automatic antidote for my poisoning. Ingest. I am healed. I have been healed. You're gonna regret this, ant. Abdomen! Oi! I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of that. Big fan of my kicking ability. And here I thought I only had hands. Turns out I can use my feet as well. Abdomen! Ah! Stepping on these ants. Call me the ant bully. Alright. Now I have a feeling that we're going to need to use the plastic explosives. It's a metal door. It's impenetrable. We'll see about that. Impenetrable this. Yeah. Alright, run. Wait. Actually, what do I do? Do I have to, like... Hang on. Forgotten how to do this. No, that's not right. I don't think. I've forgotten how to make items happen. And I think if I go... Item, and then I do that... Oh, shit. Okay, I can set the timer. Alright. 10 seconds is fine. You set the timer. Oh, shit. Now I need to drop it. Drop it. Run. Run. Run, run, run. Now I need to drop it. I'm still holding on to it. Please work. Because I didn't save. Okay, thank fuck. It worked. Amazing. Look at that. Incredible stuff. That's so cool. I triggered the trap. Oh god, there was a trap there. Temple of Trials has no power over me. Stick to the sides, just in case there are plates on the wall, baby. Ah! Oh, fucking poisoned. Brain! Oh! How does it feel to get kicked in the brain and then the carapace? It feels like death. Alright, I'm feeling confident with my kicks, actually. Feeling good. Not feeling good about this poison. Feeling like the game should give me a pity level up at this point. Carapace! Oh, that was a one-hit kick. There we go. It's over, baby. It's in the chest. Alright, nice. I'm going to hold on to the antidote this time. Now, my perception is still at 4. It hasn't returned to me. after all this time. Actually, I can wait, right? How do I wait in this game? Can I just wait by standing around, or do I need to be somewhere? How do we do? I don't know how to do that. Forgotten how to wait. I think you might have to be somewhere specific. Part of me feels like you can just stand there and wait. I feel like I'm forgetting. Bear with me, because I'm gonna Google. Okay, so no waiting in the temple. So we can't see if our perception will just come back if we wait. However, it looks like I did just, while I was searching, survive my poison. So there you go. So my poison, at least, is gone. Metathorax! I missed, damn it. But my perception is still at 4. Abdomen! No, how dare you? Come on. Abdomen again! Oh, this is not good. This is that perception lacking, baby. Oh no. This is bad luck. Thank you. Alright. One ant dies and another takes its place. Abdomen! Oh! Okay, that was much better. There you go. We just needed to warm up on the first ant. Wait. Okay. Oh, how dare you? How dare you, sir? Alright. Open up. Ooh, there's a person here. At the Burning Brazier. I feel like we should save after all of that. A good idea. Hello? You see a fire pit. Greetings, Apocalypse. I have the honor of being your final challenge. To continue in your quest, you must defeat me in unarmed combat. Shall we begin? Unarmed combat. What's the name of my character's save file? Hands, because I'm ready to throw them. I've got some questions for you first. What would you like to know? There we go, cool. Questions. Before we throw hands at one another and before I club you right in the nose, I would like to engage in conversation. It definitely feels like they got rid of the mechanic from the first game where I could just like type keywords. I think that had so much potential. That was like one of my favorite things about the original game, because it was also very funny because you could just meme it as well. Sadness. Okay, let's have a look. Why do we have to fight? The path of the Chosen One is not an easy trail to walk, Apocalypse. You will be faced with many challenges throughout your lifetime, and the most difficult of these will be dealing with your fellow man. There will come a time when diplomacy and tact will prove to be useless, and your hand must be raised instead. This challenge prepares you to face another human, look him in the eyes, and know that you may have to kill him. Oh, this is cool. I disagree with you. I think that a peaceful solution to any problem is possible. That's a very interesting thing to say. I am a philosophical caveman, if you will. You may be correct, Apocalypse, but not in our current situation. You must defeat me to succeed in your trial. Oh, this is interesting. Look at this eloquent dialogue that's coming out of me. Look, I don't know all of your strengths and weaknesses, and you don't know mine. Accidents do happen, so what if one of us inadvertently kills the other? Let's just end this now rather than take that chance, okay? Thanks. Wow, I see your point. I wouldn't want to be responsible for killing you when all I meant to do was test your mettle. Very well. You may pass, Chosen One. Thanks. See you back in the village, bro. That was very unexpected. No, I wanted to ask you more questions. That's so funny. What the fuck? Come back. Come back. Come back. Oh. What? That is so funny. Okay. I was honestly not expecting that. I just wanted to ask him some innocent little questions first. Turns out I actively convinced him that fighting is not necessary. I love that so much. Why can't I search this pot? Okay, well, I fought him with words. I did say we're going to be throwing hands verbally and physically. That was an unexpected version. Oh, wow. Do I get to collect it? Do I get to wear the sacred robes? Vault 13. Oh, yes, I'm wearing the robes. Amazing. So the chosen one gets to wear it. Incredible. My Vault 13 jumpsuit. That's so funny. You seem Apocalypse. You look severely wounded. Yep. It is good to see you again, chosen one. How may I help you? Oh, I can visit the temple room. Oh, and this was the guy, because he says ready for another fight. The fight that we never had. Hello, Cameron. Ready for another fight? You have a tongue of purest silver, chosen one. Your skill with words will open many doors for you. Ha! Good day to you, Cameron, old chum, old buddy, old pal! And to you as well, chosen one. May the spirits guide you on your quest. Thanks, Cameron. Okay, so you know what's awesome? Is my first reaction to that was, the game assumes that we had a fight, so the dialogue is written that way. But then you select the option, and it addresses the fact that you won the fight with your words. Oh, that's exceptional. I love that. That's really cool. Good old Cameron. What a jolly old fellow. Wait. You see a plant of dark soul. I just saw it move. What the fuck? We've got like Venus flytraps. Oh! Spore plant. It's throwing shit at me. Okay. I'm fighting plants now. This is the greatest game of all time. Prepare to get kicked in the roots, the equivalent of a plant's balls, or maybe your sense tendrils, actually. Kick him in the sense tendrils. This is really fun. Oh, come on. I know it's the least accurate version, but it's for the meme. Come on. Thank you. Kicked him in the sense tendrils. You guys are just hanging out with random spore plants? What's going on here? Central stalk, attack! Ugh! Oh my god, this stalk is stronger than the rad scorpions inside the temple. Yeah. Holy shit, how strong is this thing? It's invincible! Ah, gotcha. Holy shit, dude. He looks dead. Do they serve a purpose? Maybe they protect the crops from pests. So we should leave one alive, maybe. It attacked me first. It looked at me funny. Alright. I see a female villager. Hello. I hear you are the chosen one. Now perhaps our village can be saved. Okay. Can you tell me where I can find more healing powder? Go see Hakunen in the northern corner of the village. He can help you. One more question, if I may. This is the most, well-spoken, eloquent tribe I've ever encountered. The Vault Dweller has done us a good service today. He educated us on Shakespeare and Charles Dickens. If I may ask a question, if I must postulate a question to you, my dear, could you tell me where I can find some healing herbs? One more question, if I may, because I asked the same question twice. What can you tell me of the traders who trade with us? They come to our village from the east, but their goods are poor. Okay. Thank you. Goodbye. Good day to you. There's a dog. Where's that barking coming from? We got Brahmin. Where the dog's at? Look at this stuff. This is really cool. This environment feels amazing. Yo. I'm gonna have this stuck in my head, dude. For sure. What's in this pot? Nothing.
Greetings, Chosen. Why does the earth before me warm to the touch of your passing?
Whoa, look at this guy. Amazing. Who is this person, I wonder? I want to get your name. Oh, so this is Harkonnen, because this is the medical hut. So I can get my healing powder. Amazing. You are just doing just too many drugs. I'm out of here. Oh man, it's going to be really hard to not pick all these options. I'm heading out. I was hoping just this once you'd talk like a real person.
Please reveal to clouded eyes the purpose of your passage.
Oh my god, okay. I've come to say goodbye. I'm leaving on my holy quest.
The earth sings with the news of a champion upon the land. Perhaps before you go, you would bestow a kindness?
It depends. What do you give me?
To ask payment for a gift will bring you less than the gift itself. I will give you such and add the lesson of your self-disappointment at the receiving.
Okay. Wise. Oh, this is so funny. What if I give you a lesson in disappointment right now? I hate how tempting it is to just be snarky and like give an attitude immediately because it's worded in such a funny way. But then, then we end up with the problem that I had in the first game, which was, I remember when I started doing that with a character and I watched the character screen and I just watched his face just go and stay that way forever. It never improved. The character changed his opinion of me permanently. And I thought that was fascinating because something that really impressed me about the first game was it's merciless in that sense. Like, modern games are very much like we must appease the player. We have to keep them engaged and keep them happy, because if we start putting up walls for players, they go, and then they quit the game. People drop games so easily. Even if it's a good, engaging game, people just drop it and it's gone. And it's like, we have to make sure that the player is happy. They must be happy. Everyone, all the characters must love them and cherish them. And, there's a lot of games that do challenge the player on a companion level, on a player level. So it's obviously not every example, but there's a lot of games that just want to keep the player engaged, keep them happy, keep that little dopamine train rolling. And what I really loved about Fallout 1 was you talk to a character. If you're an asshole, he treats you like an asshole, and that's it. Like, that's it. And you reap what you sow. And it's fantastically realistic. And it really made me happy in that sense that I'm like, you know what? I deserve that. And it's so fun, but you need to have restraint. Otherwise, you're just going to piss off everybody and never get anything worthwhile. So we'll say, sure, what do you need?
The plants of Dark Soul have infested my garden again. Many seasons have touched my bones, and I am too frail for the fight which is eternal in nature. I ask that you be my champion.
Okay, well, look, it's already half done. I had a premonition that you would ask this. Destroy the plants of Dark Soul. Dude, Miyazaki played this game, and he said, aha, for sure. Cool. So he just asked me to weed his garden. Yes, perfect. So I was like, maybe it's an intentional thing. Like, it's a defense mechanism against pests that attack the herbs, right? And they actually serve a purpose, but also don't get too close. But apparently they are not what we want in our garden. I know you're not a bad guy, but I've got a headache already, so I think I'll have to pass. Okay. Did you just ask me to weed your garden? If that's the case, okay.
May the gods bless your efforts, Chosen. May your aura grace my presence when the earth breathes clean again.
I take it you want to see me again when I'm done. You could have just said so, to attack the other one. Let's go up from behind. Sneak attack. All right. Sneak attack. Sneak attack failed. Sneak attack failed. An attempt was made. Kick him in the roots. Ah! Kick him in the roots again. There we go. Wonderful. Keep going. Ugh. Throwing feet with a fucking Dark Soul plant. Yeah. Double miss. All right, we're going to do a punch for good measure. Punch it right in the mouth. Oh, don't miss. That ruins the whole sort of dramatic element of this. Only the plant can miss. Gotcha. There we go. Quest completed. I have valiantly attacked these plants. I have weeded the garden. We no longer need to sneak. I did it.
You return the spirit of the dweller to the world and bring a smile to the soul of an old man in passing. For this, I give you powders of healing. Remember, they fog the mind as they cleanse the body.
Yes, I learnt the hard way.
And also, will I mix the Brock flower with the Xander root together whenever you bring both to me. May your pathways be true and your heart follow suit.
Xander root and Brock flower to make more healing powder. Where can I find these things?
Look to the north, Chosen, and the way will be open.
Okay, thanks. Cool. Now, I would like to... Oh, I do have my Pip-Boy. So now I can wait. For some reason, because it was like, you don't have your Pip-Boy, I guess that was just for the trial. But then they're like, here is your Pip-Boy, because it was on the wrist of at the altar of the Vault Dweller. That makes sense. So now we can wait. Now, I'm going to wait, and I want to see if my perception returns. So we're going to rest until... Actually, I probably could sleep in this dude's bed for an actual proper sleep, right? I would like to utilize the bed, if I may. Is that possible, sir? Why won't it let me bed? Let me bed! Alright, I can't use the bed. Maybe I can use someone else's bed. Is one of these huts mine?
Congratulations, Chosen One. You have survived the Temple of Trials. Are you ready for your quest?
Absolute jump scare when it's like these type of like dialogue settings. I kind of wish I could make this window full screen, but alas, it seems to be confined to this. I would like it to be bigger. I love the sort of stop motion claymation stuff that goes on with like these faces as well, because they look so realistic. It's creepy. What were you doing? Trying to get me killed in the temple? Obviously trying to see if I was worthy. Of course.
Then take this flask. It is from the Holy Vault 13. Vic, a trader in Klamath, brought it to us. He may know where the vault is. You may also need some of what they call money. Here.
Some of what they call money. We have very eloquent speech in this community, but what is this money of which you speak? It is a foreign concept to me. Lovely. So Vic, a trader in Klamath. We've got the flask of water. Amazing. And $152. Let's go. Is there more you can tell me?
I cannot help much. So much has been lost from the long ago. What wisdom do you seek?
Okay, tell me more about the Gek, please.
It is a holy artifact. The Garden of Eden creation kit. The discs promise it will make our lands green and our village prosperous. It will save us. More, I do not know. What do you need?
How do I get to Klamath?
Klamath is to the east.
Thank you.
What do you need?
Where is Vault 13?
The Holy 13? I cannot help you. Only the Vault Dweller knew. His tales have the sound of a perilous journey.
I'm super excited to see Vault 13 after like so much time has passed. I'm unsure if the vault door that opened that the Brotherhood like gunned down was Vault 13 or another vault. Because I don't think it showed a number. It might have been Vault 13 though, which would kind of make sense because the Brotherhood base was like to the southwest of there. So potentially it's been decimated, but let's see.
What do you need?
Thank you. Can I sleep in your bed? How do I... Why not? Alright, I'm just going to wait then. We're just going to wait. And we're going to rest until morning. My hit points are returning, and I gained 1 perception! The perception has returned to me. And so have my hit points. There you go. Like, I knew it wouldn't be a permanent -1 to perception, but it's also like, when does it come back? I can't even investigate what this is, sadly. I was hoping it would give me some flavor text. It's just a stone monument. I can still hear that dog. So there you are, Chosen One. How goes your quest? Not so good. Maybe you need a warrior's help. Oh, companion? Sure, what can you help me with? I know how to fight with fists and feet. Think you can learn that? Buddy, what can you teach me? You know all I can teach you. Oh, okay. You are already too good at hands and feeting. Chosen One, the way you use a spear, you'll be meat for the geckos in no time. I can show you a few tricks. Oh, this is cool. We get the opportunity for, like, other skills to be honed before we venture out. Sure! This will take a little while. Done. Lucas, you're a swift student. It looks like you've learned all I can teach you. Oh. Maybe Lucas was someone else. Thanks, Jordan. That's going to help a lot. Everyone has such normal names. My melee weapons is 58. Oh, and we have leveled up. Shit. I am level 2. We've got 12 skill points to put into things. Lovely. Let's do that, shall we? So I think it's a good idea for us to do some of the other ones. Our repair skill is dangerously low. I feel like we need to kind of bump that up big time. Big time. I also think that like we should put points into lockpicking. This is the thing, is like we've maxed some certain skills to be like very good, but we are lacking in other departments, and it's going to take us a while to bump those skills up. So I feel like we're going to straight up just focus on only 2 skills for this one. Just lockpick and repair, because they will come in handy. Who else can I learn from? Hello, I hear you are the Chosen One. Now, perhaps our village can be saved. Okay, same person. Okay. Tribeswoman, female villager, male villager. You see your nephew, Fergus, crying about something as usual. Alright, you definitely need to, like, highlight things to see what's going on. Because I was looking at the characters being like, wait a minute, is literally every single, like, woman in this place? There we go. I'm like, does any of these like women have names? They're like tribeswoman, female villager. Meanwhile, there's Lucas, Cameron, Jason. But there was male villager. There is tribesman as well. All right, let's talk to our nephew Fergus, or Fergus, crying about something as usual. And Morlus, one of your aunts, the one who never liked you. This is the thing, right? You could be like, cool, my quest, and then you just leave immediately. But like, I feel like we need to like get to know what's going on here. You see your young cousin Nagor. You don't see his dog Smoke anywhere. Well, I can hear him barking. I see a tree, and there's a person behind the tree. To the nephew. Well, I'm really thirsty, but the well's broken. The well has not worked in a while. It needs to be repaired. Oh, my repair skill is as good as it can be. Here, give me a go. Give me a solid go. 15%. Let's go. It actually worked. Holy shit. Hey, thanks for fixing the well. Okay, I genuinely thought that there was going to be a proper conversation there, but that's funny. Let's speak to our aunt who never liked us. Why do you bother me, nephew? Can't you see I'm busy? Busy with what? She looks unhurt. For now. Alright, well, no conversation there. Let's speak with the guy who's lost his dog. Our cousin. Nagor. Why won't my character move? Move, please. Why won't you move over there? So weird. Cousin, am I glad to see you? I need your help. What do you need help with? Smoke ran off into the hunting grounds and hasn't come back, and now Morlus won't let me go and find him. She says it's too dangerous and he's just a dog, but I was going to go anyway. But now you're here, and you could do it, and I wouldn't get in trouble. Okay. Sure, but where are the hunting grounds? Just pretend that I am brand new and not an established member of the community, and I just woke up with amnesia. What did you do? Get hit in the head with a rock? I knew that was gonna... That's the thing. It's like when you're like, hey, what's this thing that I should know, you know? They're on the far side of Hakunen's tent, north of the village. I'll be back with him soon. So I'm assuming it's out this way. Let's go get a dog. Random bedrolls in the forest. Oh god, what are those? Oh, they got geckos? Dude, we're in Fallout New Vegas. What is this green radioactive goo? Oh, there's the dog. I see Smoke trapped by geckos and radioactive goo. Alright, I'm about to throw hands with these geckos. Charge! Alright, hold on. I should try and take on one at a time. Maybe I can get the attention of one. Yeah, come on. Face me. I'm walking innocently in the woods. Alright, we'll go for this one then. Yeah! Oh wait, they're passive? Oh, the geckos are passive. That's cool. They respect me. Oh god, look how... Oh no! No! Walk across the bridge, my boy. Ah! Hold on. You gotta be careful about where you choose to walk. I actually expected all the geckos to want to fight me. Ouch, that goo burns. I have the dog. Won't let me talk with dog. Okay, we're going back. Now be careful. Don't get hurt by the goo. Nice. Alright, we're getting out of here. I expect the geckos would probably attack now for some reason. Dude, nice. I'm a respected gecko man around these parts. They love me. Incredible. The geckos of the village live another day, and I am a dog rescuer. You found Smoke? Thanks, Smoke. You're a bad dog. You're welcome. Goodbye. Dog found. Village saved. Cool. Who's this? They've disappeared into the trees. We've got some Brahmin and goo. Strange, noxious biological goo? The fuck? It appears to be locked. Not if I have anything to say about it. You failed to pick the lock. Yeah? Well, what if I try again? Okay. Sure. Why are the Brahmin hanging around with noxious goo? Are they melting in this heat? I wonder if our aunt will like us now. Probably not. Hey, I got the dog. Have I gained your approval? Nope. There's a shovel. I now possess a shovel. I feel like I'm really gotten to know this place. What's on the shelves? Anything good? Nothing. How am I supposed to loot this place and be prepared for my journey? What is that? Ah, Xander root. That's one of those things that I require. For healing purposes. We're definitely just enjoying getting to know our village before we head out, that's for sure. So now we just need a Brock flower. I feel like we'd be able to rest on these points. These feel like rest points for us, maybe. Okay, so we're able to get trained in spear and unarmed before we head out. Oh, nice. There's our Brock flower. So now we know what it looks like. And then we go to the elder and we say, Sir, can you please bestow upon me some healing powder?
Ah, chosen. My garden is well. How is yours?
I'd like you to make some healing powder for me. Bada bing.
May this be of no use.
What the fuck? Okay, thanks. Oh, okay. He's saying that because, like, he's hoping that I don't have to use it. All right, I understand. I understand. That makes sense. May this be of no use to me. He's saying, don't get hurt. Understandable. All right, let's leave. So I think we can head out this way. What's off in this direction? What is off in this direction? The temple. Greetings, chosen one. It is good to see you. How may I serve you? Just thought I'd say hello. I'll be leaving on my quest soon. Damn it. What did he say? Hold on. May the spirits of the ancestors protect you, chosen one. I wish you well on your journey. Okay. Cool bananas, as they say. I think we should leave. Time to embark on our quest. I have no idea how this is going to go. So it seems that you can't run super far away from your character. Every time you try and click, the game is like, no. You cannot just pick a place and run. You have to walk a sensible distance in front of yourself first. Can I sleep here? It really won't let me just sleep in random beds. I failed to do any healing. Love it. I'm so happy. Such a strong man. Strong men do not need to heal. There's a lot of like first aid things. I'm standing at the Great Bridge passageway from your village to the vast wasteland. Hello, Chosen One. Can I help you in your quest? I'm just looking around the village one last time before I leave. Gods give you speed to bring back Eden before it is too late. Goodbye, my friend. So we've got, the first game, please get water. The second game, please restore our entire civilization. The bridge. Hello, Chosen One. Off to find the Gek? Yes, but before I go, I'd like to ask you some questions. Any final advice for me before I head out into the unknown? Certainly, beware the weapons of the outsiders. The gecko's bite is nothing compared to the destructive power of their boomsticks. Got it. Anything else? Do not give your trust freely. Honor means very little out in the wastes. Stay alert and always question the motives of others. Sure thing. Is that all? Never forget your roots. The world outside our village is full of shiny toys and luxuries that might make our life here in Arroyo appear simple and plain. But remember that the lifestyle of the outsiders produces wicked men ruled by greed and corruption. Be wary not to become like he who must not be named. He who must not be named. Who? Are you so drunk with the glory of being the Chosen One that you've forgotten about Kaga? Oh, that's who I thought you meant. But, why don't you go ahead and tell me what his deal is again? I really love that story. As you should know, he was once the greatest warrior of our tribe. He led many expeditions into the outside world, and it was there that corruption began to poison his mind. He became infatuated with the ways of the outsiders, where power could bring anyone great respect and luxury. He began to view himself as superior to his fellow tribesmen, who were content to live a more simple life. What a jerk. When our tribe fell into these hard times, he deemed himself our people's savior and entered the Temple of Trials to prove himself to be the Chosen One. Go on. He made his way through the temple, quickly reaching the final test, a hand-to-hand battle with a fellow warrior. Wait, he blew up that door and everything? Do we have it rebuilt every time someone goes through the temple? Speaking of that, who built the temple in the first place? I don't have time to answer all your silly questions. Do you want me to finish the tale or not? Sorry. Please continue. During the final trial, he who must not be named unsheathed a hidden blade and used it to kill his opponent. When the elder confronted him about his dishonorable use of a hidden weapon, he argued that it was not cheating, but rather proved him to be a cunning warrior. The elder did not agree. He who must not be named was forcibly exiled from our tribe, and his name was never to be spoken amongst us again. As he was cast away into the wastes, he swore an oath of vengeance. Vengeance against our tribe, and especially against you. Me? What did I do? You are the Chosen One, a title he feels is rightfully his. His pride will not allow you to live. I'll be on my guard. Hopefully he's dead out in the wastes by now. Listen and understand. He who must not be named is out there. He can't be bargained with. He can't be reasoned with. He won't feel pity or remorse or fear, and he absolutely will not stop ever until you are dead. Dude, I can't believe that it's referencing that. That's so funny. Like, what? Hello? He can't be reasoned with. He can't be bargained with. He won't feel pity or remorse or fear, and he absolutely will not stop ever until you are dead. You know, I think you might be overdoing it with the melodrama. Just a tad, anyway. Thanks for the advice. I'll see you around, Minok. That is fantastic. Dude, the dialogue is immediately just very, very good right off the start. Jesus. Alright, off we go. Let's leave. Let us cross the great bridge into the unknown vast wasteland. So we got some necessary exposition there for our character. Necessary exposition. Someone used to be here. They hate us. They wish that they were the chosen one. He who must not be named. Now, if we have a look here, it says that we're in the year 2241. And I'm trying to remember the time period in the first game of when that one is set. And I kind of want to just quickly look that one up for a point of reference. Okay, so Fallout 1 is set, it begins in the year 2161. So it has been 80 years. Lovely. Okay. So it has been 80 years since the previous game. I wonder, I don't think we encountered any sort of youthful people in the first game that could like make an appearance after 80 years. That's enough to like clear out all the adults at that point. How cool would it be if like there was a save file transfer, like certain decisions that were made in the first game carried over into this one? Like you're like, this is the son of the guy you saved, stuff like that. Be really interesting. All right, onwards we leave. Okay, so very similar to the first game in this sense of adding our locations onto a list here. We have quite a few locations. The closest place is Klamath, where Vic is from, and we have a... I'll have to check the flask that we have. Let's journey to Klamath. Let's see if it'll be an easy journey. Or if we get ambushed by something. Oh, this is a pretty straightforward adventure. I'm liking this. Nice, we made it to Klamath without a hitch. Perfect. Grunt. Oh, there we got ghouls. You have entered a small town called Klamath. You see a sickly man dressed in very dirty robes. Okay, I'm going to save before I enter this place. Even though we just saved. Save frequently, save often. That is the way that you play this game. Hello? Hello there. I haven't seen you in Klamath before. I'm Aldo, the town greeter. It's my job to greet anyone new in town and to answer any questions they might have about our bucolic little burg. Welcome to Klamath. Who might you be? Oh man, we can really kind of go, I'm the chosen one. I don't like that, so we're not going to really go with that. We don't really give out our titles, and we don't trust freely, right? Keep on guard. My name is Mapocalypse. Thanks for welcoming me here. Well, friend Mapocalypse, since you're new to these parts and look as though you could use some pointers, I'll let you know that it's customary to tip the town greeter before asking any questions and such. Okay. You should give me a tip just so I won't take the time to rid Klamath of your filthy hide. Oh, Lord. Here's a tip for you. Stay away from the booze for a while. Thanks for nothing. I hope you don't stay in town too long. We don't need your kind here. Tribals, they're all the same. I know that you couldn't spare any money for the official town greeter earlier, but perhaps this time you are feeling more generous and are ready to be greeted officially to Klamath. Alright. I felt that something was missing. Here's $5. I'm ready to be greeted. I'd rather have your insides meet my blade, Jesus Christ. Thanks for the money, friend. I'm going to use it to get some medicine for my dry throat, sure. Consider yourself officially greeted to the town of Klamath. Do you have any questions about our fair metropolis? Aldo, I'm looking for a trader that sells before time things. You know, really old stuff. Old stuff, huh? Well, the only trader I know who trades much old stuff is Vic. Vic? Where can I find this Vic? Well, now, I haven't seen Vic in a while. I don't rightly know where he might have run off to. You might talk to Jenny over at the bathhouse. She and Vic were pretty thick. Get it? Oh my, I haven't lost my touch. It's nice to know that no matter how low you sink, you can't lose something you never had. Let me risk asking you something else. Ask away, O benefactor of mine. What do folks do here in Klamath? Here in Klamath, some people farm, some raise Brahmin, but trapping geckos is what most of the people do. What's a gecko? I've never seen one of those before. A gecko is a large lizard that's hunted by the trappers around these parts for its meat and hide, but it is sure a lot of work to catch them dang critters, and dangerous too. My advice to a friend, avoid it. It's far too much work. One more thing, Aldo. Where can I trade things or find healing? You can buy or trade things at Buckner House and also the Golden Gecko. Sometimes they even have healing herbs available. Not that they'd give me any for my condition. They're both run by real skinflints. Just get a little behind on your tab and out you go, into the cold and rain. I've always found the fresh air invigorating. I have another question for you. Do you know where I might find a geck? We're really going to throw this one out. A geck? Heck, you mean a gecko? Never heard about a geck, but I'll tell you about geckos. Tell me about geckos, because I don't have the option to say never mind. That's all I need to know. I'm certain that your generosity to someone as needful as myself will bring you good luck. I hope to see you again soon. $5 for some valuable information. A very large man covered in dust with a small smile and a blank look on his face. Me, Tor. Nice to meet you, Tor. Anything interesting happening around here lately? Bug men take moo-moos at night. Tor scared. Help, Tor. Sure, Tor. I can help you guard the Brahmin. You help Tor. Moo-moo's field. Yes, now? I'll help you guard the Brahmin now, Tor. Okay, sure. We're doing it. We're doing it. Okay. Ah! Guard the Brahmin with a nice strong kick. To the brain! Yeah. To the brain again! Yeah. There we go. Just a kick in the brain. That does the trick. Amazing. You have entered a grazing area for Brahmin. Tor like Apocalypse, Tor thank bugmen bad. No let bugmen eat moo-moos. I hope we can put a stop to these things attacking your moo-moos. I mean, Brahmin. I don't think anything that would attack with both of us here. Okay. There's some people here. You see one of two very similar looking men. They could be twins. Both are heavily muscled and have beetling brows. Okay, we've got people nearby. They look suspicious hanging out in the woods. And then we've got rad scorpions down this way. And then we've got a little hut to investigate. All right. Tor, you remain here. I'm going to talk with these twinly looking fellows. Hello, lads. What the heck are you doing here? Need to help us or not? We might have a job for you if you're interested. Tell me about this job. Well, there is one thing we could use some help with. What's that? Okay, here's the deal. Well, we need some help in liberating some Brahmin from that idiot Tor. You shouldn't have trouble with that. Just talk him out of them. What do you say? I don't think I want to do that after all. Word to the wise, you just better not say nothing to nobody, because if you do, that would make us very angry. You don't want to see us angry. Oh, I know his name. Don't want to see you angry? I don't want to see your ugly mugs at all. Goodbye. Oh, this is what we do to vermin. Okay, I'm getting punched in the face. This is just what I wanted. Oh, a glorious day. Kick to the groin. Ugh. Kick to the groin. Ugh. There we go. Right in the gonads. Ah! Okay. I've given you the groin kick, which is great because that means I can focus on everything else. Kick him in the torso. Hey-ya! Ugh. Good day, sir. I sure do have a lot of blood in me. Well, I used to anyway. And you there, you can be the receiver of my next kick to the torso. Hey-ya! Damn it. Ow! Oh, shit.
Rest in peace, Chosen One.
This is why we save our game and save often. Ow.
You have died. Your village is lost, doomed to die of starvation.
Tor is not very good at this whole helping me out thing, is he? We survive with 2. Ready? Let's go for the win. Win condition. Hey-ya! Never put baby in a corner. Hey-ya! We got 1 kill, and I'm dead.
Not even the carrion eaters are interested in your radiated corpse.
Rest in peace, soldier. Okay, so I unfortunately don't feel strong enough for this mission to assist Tor in those fellas. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the quest. We're going to focus on the rad scorpions. And then we're going to go about our day. Okay? We'll go about our day. Okay? So these guys can stay over here wishing that they could get some Brahmin. But they won't. But I'm going to go take out these rad scorpions. I'm also going to check out this little hut over here. And I guess that's the mission. The plan is to protect Brahmin. Eliminate threats. I'm not sure if we have to deal with those dudes, but we'll see. We can loot this place. I don't know if there's anything going on here. What are these? Jerky. What does jerky do? Is it a health restoration item? These smoked and dried chunks of beast flesh remain chewy-licious and even somewhat nutritious for years and years and years. Okay. Lovely. Even if you were to sleep by yourself on this thing, you would not be sleeping alone. Amazing. Lovely. Let's go deal with these rad scorpions then, shall we? Tor is a great help right now. It's a good thing I've got stuff to avoid getting poisoned. Strong punches. Thank you. Target out of range. Oh dear. Thank you. Ow. And there it is. There's the poison. To be expected. Get killed. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Ow. You will perish under my fist. Thank you. Lovely. Whole crowd of rad scorpions ain't got nothing on me, but those 2 fellas, goddamn, they kill me. Alright, anything else in here? Nothing out of the ordinary, okay? Oh, hang on. There's, the secret mystery rad scorpion in the woods. Yeah, dead. Okay. You've killed all the rad scorpions that were threatening the Brahmin. There you go. Perfect. Oh, and those dudes disappeared. There you go. They just went. They're gone. Boog's dead. Moomoo's safe. Tor, thank you. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to leave then, buddy. You see a very large man covered in dust. Yes. Of course we do. And I am poisoned, but I think I'll be fine. I think I will survive. We leave. Okay, now where am I? I have no idea where I am now. I'm just in a brand new part of town. Just been transported somewhere else. Helped this random guy, and now I'm just around. And yes. I've successfully protected the Brahmin. I got some nice XP points and karma. How brilliant. Oh! I set off a trap and we hit for 16 points of damage. I'm so glad that I didn't die. I actually thought that I was just about to get disintegrated. Holy shit. Well, I hope they won't be missing any of this stuff, because this is mine now, baby. I deserve that. Jesus Christ. Okay. We got a pipe rifle, some 10 mil. We got Vic's radio. Oh shit. Sorry, Vic. This handheld radio doesn't work, but it looks as though it's still in pretty good condition. Some of its parts could probably be salvaged for use in other radios. Okay. I can't repair the thing itself. I suppose it doesn't really work this way, because I need to, like, highlight the thing. Yeah. Well, I've just looted Vic's stuff. Hopefully Vic won't mind. This is what happens when you dump me in a random part of town. I don't know where I am. I don't know where I am. How many more of these doors are just randomly going to be locked and booby-trapped? The fucking... Oh, okay. This is where we entered. Gotcha. I know where I am now. There's 2 toilets in the one room there, so you can poop with a friend. Love that. Shall we check out this first place? Buckner House. Let's have a look in Buckner House. What's going on here? Hey, guys. Howdy, stranger. My name's Whiskey Bob. What's yours? My name's Apocalypse. Nice to meet you, Whiskey Bob. Always nice to find another drinking buddy. Want to buy me a drink? Talking always makes me thirsty. I don't want to buy you a drink, Whiskey Bob. I don't want you as my drinking partner. Now get. Hello there. My name's Arden Buckner, and this is my place. Say, you didn't happen to see a trapper named Smiley outside of town, did you? Half to herself. He's been gone for too long. Never should have let him go on that fool quest of his. Smiley. No, I haven't seen a trapper by that name. Tell me about him. Well, Smiley and I and me were getting downright serious with each other. I thought I'd finally gotten him to agree to settle down here and help me run this place, but he said it needed to go on one last quest. A quest? Well, he called it a quest. He told me he thought where all the golden geckos come from, and he wanted to find out for sure. He thought that maybe it was some kind of magical spring, or maybe a hidden cave, or vault of some sort. Well, I don't rightly know what he all said, but he seemed real excited about going, but I shouldn't have let him go. He's 2 weeks later getting back than he said he'd be, and I'm worried. Okay. That's too bad, Mrs. Buckner. Maybe he just ran out on you. I think I know why he would too. Oh my god, there's so many rude goodbye options. I'd like to help. I could look for him for you. Oh, thank you. Let me mark on your map where he talked about looking. I'm sure you can find him. He isn't much, but I still love him, and I miss him more than I thought I could. Please find him for me. I'll do what I can. Let me ask you something first, though. How can I help you, friend? I was wondering if you're the person to talk to about local news and events. What's hip and happening in this town? You should talk to my daughter Maida about that. I don't really keep track of what's going on lately. Too much just keeping an eye on my own business. Okay, I'll do that. I'd like to buy something. I just handle the rooms here. If you want to buy or trade, talk to my daughter. Okay. Goodbye. There's bugmen out in the hills. If you're anxious, try the bathhouse. Okay. My name's Maida Buckner. I take care of trading and drinks here. What'll it be for you, friend? I have questions for you. Questions, huh? Well, get on with it then. Talking to you doesn't get my work any closer to being finished. Have you ever heard of something called a Garden of Eden creation kit? The only way I know to create a Garden of Eden is through plain old hard work. That's something you tribals just don't seem to understand, but I guess that's the difference between us civilized folks and yourself. Oh, I'm being handed the racism card as soon as I enter this place. Jesus Christ, I'll have you know my ancestor wore these blue clothes and saved everyone here 80 years past. Civilized? You think you're civilized because you live in the burnt out ruins of a before time town? Gee, I guess I have a lot to learn from you folks. I'd like to be civilized too someday. More questions? We'll go on then and be quick about it. Jesus. Tell me about Sulik. Sulik's a tribal that's working here to pay off a debt he foolishly incurred. He is not a slave. We do not have slaves here in Klamath. My friends back home are tribals. Okay? And they let me say whatever I want. Paying off a debt? What do you mean? Well, you see, Sulik got real upset one night and had too much booze. Then when he was good and drunk, he busted up the place. He did nearly $500 worth of damage, just now getting the place repaired. Why'd he get so upset? He said he found out that his sister had been kidnapped by slavers, but you'd have to ask him more about that. He's here until he can pay off the rest of the damage he did while he was drunk. Jesus. You're not going to let him go and, do his business? How much does he have to work off? He still has to pay off $350. If he weren't so lazy and shiftless, it would go quicker for him. He's not leaving here until his debt is paid in full. That's a lot of money. I think he's going to be here for a long time. Well, he may be slow, but he does sort of grow on you after a while. Looks away wistfully and flustered. You have a crush on this man that also has given you such a debt? Now that's enough jaw flapping. Do you need anything else? What if someone else paid Sulik's damages? I don't know why anyone would want to pay off his debt, but they could. I don't like him having to stay here with a bigot like you. I don't like him having to stay here with a bigot like you. I want to pay for his damages. Looks as though you don't have enough money for that. Well, I guess I'll settle for some information then. I'll come back with the money and liberate my man. I'd like to buy some things. You want to barter? I'm always looking for a good quality gecko pelts, and I can pay a fair price for them too. I'd like to trade. Let's have a look. Our first bartering of the game. We got some flares. The crowbar. We can go Gordon Freeman on these boys. And gecko pelts. Rope. Rope was very crucial in the first game. I needed rope. How much for the leather armor? Oh, woo! Golly! No, thank you. Even the rope is really expensive for the amount of money I have. I'll be back later. That's all I need for now. We'll figure it out. You see a tall man with facial tattoos and a large bone through his nose.
What can I do you for?
What can we and I do you for? I think I found our Sulik. Who's we?
The spirits with me, friend. They be all around. Sometimes talk.
What spirits?
Spirits be everywhere. Travel with we and I. Grampy Bone do most the talking.
Grampy Bone?
Him strong spirit. Much honor carrying him.
I assume that's your septum piercing. Wait, you mean that bone in your nose?
Keep him close. Easier to touch his spirit. That's why he talk the most.
Can I ask you something else?
We and I know many things. Travel from Great Saltwater to home of biting lizards.
Okay. Tell me about the Great Saltwater.
The tribe's home is next to Great Saltwater. 2 moons from here, friend.
Okay. Let me ask you something else.
We and I be glad to answer.
Biting lizards?
Geckos. The little dudes don't bite hard. It's the goldens. They go through your leg like an old pipe stem.
Okay.
We and I be glad to answer.
Why do you travel so much?
Trader named Vic supposed to be here. He be saying he know about slavers. We show up, didn't peep him. Get pretty hot.
Ah, so Vic is not around.
We and I be glad to answer.
What are you doing here?
Slavers got our sis. Thought Vic be having information. Couldn't peep him. Got PO'd. Drank like a fish. Spirits of anger and chaos pop out, and now we have to pay some coin to make it right.
You were looking for Vic the trader?
Vic the traitor, more like. Comes to village, says he knows about slavers. Tells us to come see him. We go. He ain't there.
Your sister was taken by slavers?
Sis went trading at another village and never come back. We and I go look for her.
What did you find?
One survivor. Dude was in bad shape. Said evil warriors came with magic torches. Fire would lick tribe warriors and they'd go to the spirit.
Evil warriors with magic torches, like flamethrowers? What about your sis?
The evil warriors tied up the rest and took off. Sis with them. Friend, we be finding her or dying trying.
Okay. Sounds like slavers to me. Have you found out anything about them?
We and I know they're slavers at din. When we're free, we're out of here.
So we can pay this dude's debt and also go to the den. Tell me about something else.
We and I be glad to answer.
I'm interested in some local information.
What can we and I do you for?
Ever hear of a Garden of Eden creation kit?
Never heard of it. But Maida's been keeping us busy.
Okay.
What can we and I do you for?
What are you doing here?
Slavers got our sis. Thought Vic be having
Same
information.
thing. Right, that's all I need. Alright, that's all I need for now. I love how he definitely looks nothing like the fucking the model, the facial model that's sitting here. Alright, so we can stay with the bigots, which seems like a terrible idea. We've also got a couple of locations that we can check out. Now, the Pip-Boy, we've got status, so we can see retrieve the Gek, find Vic the Trader, and rescue Smiley the Trapper. Does not actually give us an opportunity to... Apparently there's no slave-related liberation happening right now. The Golden Gecko. Maybe we'll just need to find it. Who's in here? Let's have a look. We see a bar patron. There's a nice canyon for you just east of here. Hey there, goody two-shoes. You've got to earn your admittance to our bar. You've got to arm wrestle me, Buck Dunton. Oh, Buck Dunton, my unarmed skill is about to break your bones into dust. Okay, let's arm wrestle. I guess that's the only way I'll get some peace in here. Oh, snap. You struggle, but eventually the Dunton brother wins. Rigged, I say. Absolutely rigged. I need a rematch. You're lucky. I didn't snap your little arm like a dried twig. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Well, I guess there's still no challenge here in town. I'm gonna take him on again. Yeah. You managed to beat the Dungeon Brother after a tough struggle. It must be like a dice roll. You won this time. Well, aren't you a tricky little cuss? Quick as a gecko with its tail set on fire. Well, first drink's on me. Thanks. Maybe you can tell me something I want to know. What do you want to know from us? Just which Dunton are you anyway? I'm Buck Dunton. What are you, dumb? Oh, because this is one of the Duntons that was wanting the cows, the Brahmin. Well, you're both so damn stupid and ugly, besides I don't give a flying fuck which Dungeon I'm yelling at. Goodbye, asshole. We just know that's going to result in getting punched in the face. Don't worry, I have it now. I just need something from you, Mr. Dunton. What do you want to know? Have you heard anything about Brahmin mutilations around here? Well, I hear that there's some hip bug men cutting up Brahmin out east of us, but I wouldn't believe everything you hear. Hip. Oh, I see, thanks. You ever hear about the tragedy of a Garden of Eden creation kit? You're looking for a what? Closest I ever get to the Garden of Eden is in lovely Jenny's Hams, Everett Marsworth House. Alright, thanks, sir. Hello there, stranger. Welcome to the Golden Gecko Tavern, Hotel and Trading Post. I'm Sir Jag. I run the place. What can I get for you? I'd like to buy a round of drinks for the whole bar to introduce myself. Interesting. How much is that? A round of piss for the whole bar then. Huzzah! That'll be $30. Big smile. Everyone in here is drinking lizard piss? It's just beer. Golden Gecko, Gecko piss. Are you slow or what? Tribals. Sheesh. Oh, well, back at Arroyo, we actually, never mind. Nice of you to drink with us lowlifes. Just what do you want anyway? I have some questions for you. Yeah, what the heck you want to know about? Are there any other settlements nearby? There are a couple of settlements nearby. There are some tribals northwest of us, but I suppose you know about them. There's a den a few days southeast of here. That's the closest. And there's a mining town called Redding quite a ways to the southeast. Thanks. I have another question for you. Are there any traders here? Not too many traders in town, just Vic that I can think of. He's got a house in the east part of town. He used to trade pre-war stuff at the den and to tribals. Haven't seen him for a bit though. There you go. We looted his house, I guess. Anything unusual going on? Well, let's see. All sorts of things going on in town lately. There's a Brahmin mutilating bugman, rodents of unusual size, a walking spirit, a missing trapper. Klamath's become a real hotspot lately. Tell me about the Brahmin mutilating bugman, please, sir. Well, they say critters that look like man-sized bugs walking around on two legs are tearing open Brahmin in the middle of the night. Only Tor's caught a good look at them, though. Scary, huh? That's incredible! Tell me more local news, sir. Tell me about the RUSs, please. The Russes. Some say that there's a gigantic rat the size of a Corvega that rules over all the rats in Trapper Town, west of here. They say that it lives in an old mine underneath Trapper Town, and that all the other rats bring it any shiny objects that they find. Oh, shiny baubles. That's incredible. Tell me about the walking spirit, please. Well, west of town there's a canyon. A few months back there was a bright light coming from there, and then critters started disappearing. Tracks lead into the canyon, but none lead out. Spooky, huh? Some have heard a weird whining sound echoing off the canyon walls there too. That's incredible. I'm not surprised that a trapper's gone missing with all this excitement, but tell me about him too. Well, Smiley was one of the best trappers there ever was. He up and left Miss Buckner one day and said he was going to find where all the golden geckos come from. Said he'd be rich if he could find it, but hasn't come back. And that was a while back too. Nice. That's we got some leads. We got some things that we can check up on. I'm intrigued and wanting to investigate all of these things. I'm looking for a job. Any leads? Well, the Dutton brothers are always looking for someone to do their dirty work for them, and for that matter, Tor, the Buckner boy, is scared to go and tend to the Brahmin at night on account of the bugman. Okay. Well, that's fine. We did that. I guess that's enough info for now. Do I have any new friends now because I bought everyone a beer? Gonna arm wrestle the Duntons? Well, if it isn't our burly arm chum. Okay. Let's arm wrestle. I guess that's the only way I'll get some peace in here. You struggle, but eventually the Dunton brother wins. Damn it. Haven't you had enough abuse for one evening? I'm taking you on again. I'm taking you on again. I managed to beat him. Third time's the charm. You won this time. Well, aren't you a tricky little cuss? Maybe you can tell me something I want to know. Just the same stuff. Which Dunton are you? Are you slow in the head? I'm Buck Dunton. Oh god, they're both called Buck Dunton? Oh god. They're both called Buck. Amazing. I guess I don't need anything. And they both say the same thing. Trapping's dangerous. Lost a good trapper a few weeks back. Nice to not have to have Aldo stinking up the place. Well, it's just my educated opinion, but I can see by the way you move that you could do with a few pointers. Pointers with what? About the sweet science, of course, the sporting art. The art? You're talking about magic? Can you teach me magic spells? Sure, and Begor, I could teach you about the wee folk, leprechaun spriggans, banseed, and the like. Would you like that? That sounds great. Teach away. Talking to those around you. Did you hear that? I got myself a live one here. Wants to hear about the fairies and wee goblins and such. Here, lad, have a drink on me. That's your ticket to the realms of the Fey folk. All I need is a drink? That's great. Thanks for the tip. Well, the drink's just a start. You have to find a fairy mound. What then? Well, you sit by the mound and wait until you can see the fairy circle in the dew. If you jump into the fairy ring, you'll be made to dance until dawn with the wee folk. If you survive, they'll steal you away to the land of the fairy. Wow, how'd you find this out? Oh, it's in me blood, of course. Aaron go brah, he hefts his tankard aloft. Yeah, go brag about Aaron. Okay, thanks for the tips. Hey, let me ask you about something else. Well now, what have we here? Looks as though you didn't know much about the sweet science at all, do you? So we've got a Scottish mate. We've got a Scottish lad here. Alright, what are you talking about? Pugilism, the manly art of hand-to-hand combat, that's what I mean. Well, I guess I could use some help with that. Well, let's go outside and see what I can teach you. You see, it's all about getting your whole wee body to snap just like a whip. Uh-huh. Several sweaty hours later. So, you see what you were doing wrong there? Yes, I do. Thanks for taking the time to help me out, Mr. Sullivan. It was me very own pleasure. You take care of yourself now, and if anyone asks, you just tell them that fighting John Sullivan taught you how to fight that way. Will do, John. Thanks. Goodbye. I've been given some more hand-to-hand pointers. I've gone up to 90%. Look at us go. we fisticuffed until morning. We did? Alright, so Vic hasn't been seen around in a while. All those rumors have not been added to our list, which means what I might do is bust out the trusty notepad, so that way we can keep track of our things. So we're going to write down those rumors. So Fallout 2, we have Canyon to the east, or Canyon to the west, was it? Was it Canyon to the east or the west? Oh, the brothers are moving. Let me get this dude's information again. You don't seem to be too popular in this part of town. Well, maybe the jury's still out on you. How can I help? Oh, hang on. It was this guy. Wait. Yeah. Spirit in the Canyon East. Canyon to the east. Why won't this guy give me information anymore? Sadness. Okay. And then we've got Bugmen, which I think feels like to me it's those brothers, maybe. But maybe there is also Bugmen and it's a separate issue. We've got the Trapper, we've got Vic. We've got quite a few things to investigate and check out, and I'm excited to do so. But I think with our venturing into this lovely town, I will be bringing this first episode of Fallout 2 to a close. So this was our introduction. We got to see what's going on with the place in this brand new game. Bit of a time skip, bit of a change of scenery, a change of premise as well, which is really nice. We're not just another Vault Dweller, but kind of descended from one. And I think that's a really cool concept, having it connected to the original story, but far enough removed where everything can be brand new. But loving what we've been given so far, and I'm curious to see how this adventure is going to go. It's just kind of funny that it's like, you're not the Vault Dweller, but you are embodying who he is in the far future, and you've got a brand new story to do. The Garden of Eden Creation Kit. So super, super fun. Hope you enjoyed this first episode of the Let's Play, and if you would like to like the video, comment, subscribe, all of that lovely jazz that helps support the channel and push the videos out into the algorithm, that would be much, much appreciated. And you can also consider supporting me directly if you'd like to do that, and you get a week, 7 whole days of early access to my content, as well as a thank you for keeping the channel going. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time.